Aloha, beautiful souls. Welcome to A Better World with Adrienne. I am Adrienne, and I am so glad you're here. Welcome to another day, another chance to be alive, another chance to connect, another chance to change your life. I am really excited about this episode. I feel like I say that every single time. However, I am excited about this. This episode is 5 keys to true, consistent confidence. So this is something that a lot of people ask about, a lot of people struggle with, a lot of people wonder about. They ask me about, they're like, how are you so confident? How do you just like do stuff? And it really is a key that can be unlocked by anyone. Okay. So the thing about making a better world, which is the whole point of this podcast, is we come together for these podcasts to learn, to heal, to grow, to level up so you can make your dream, which is part of a dream world. And none of us can make our dream if we're not confident. None of us can make a dream if we're not really believing and being in the embodiment of confidence and this is just said in another way, confidence is belief and trust in yourself. So today's episode is very tangible. It's a framework. I'm obsessed with frameworks. I'm obsessed with structure and all of that. So before we dive fully deeply into the podcast, into the episode, into this transmission, I want to let you know that I am currently accepting applications for new one-on-one mentorship clients. So if you are looking for a mentor, if you love my work, you really resonate with what I do, if you want me in your daily life as your coach, healer, guide, personal astrologer, high performance systems, mastery, habit accelerator, ride or die support, go to the link in the show notes and apply. I'm really excited about welcoming new one-on-one mentorship clients in March 2024. So if this is you, go to the link in the show notes and apply. Okay, 5 keys to true, consistent confidence. 5 keys to true confidence. 5 keys to true confidence. So this is all about shining your light, my love. And before we begin this transmission, let us call upon the altar. The altar is saying thank you in advance to Spirit. Thank you for the magic that gets to happen here. So on the altar, I have an unscented white candle burning, purifying the space, purifying the channel, purifying this transformation for everyone. I have a pink quartz crystal for the heart chakra, for remembering the truth of your heart and your soul and your spirit, that, confidence is heart-led. It's heart-centered and heart-led. I have a white rose here representing just a fresh beginning. I've been really obsessed with white roses lately, and the white rose is on the altar. It smells so good, and it really is representing that new beginning from the heart, that pure new beginning. I have my Lumerian seed crystals blessing all of the ancient frequencies that live within you, that live within me, that live within all of us, that you can remember your gifts, that you can remember your magic, that you can remember no matter what's going on in your world, in your life, no matter what challenge you're facing, no matter what you're moving through, remembering your ancient knowings of intuition. And finally, I have some magenta hibiscus on the altar, representing again the heart chakra. This is a very heart-centered episode. It's a very heart-centered episode. Thank you, Spirit. And now let us connect our energies like we do here at A Better World with Adrienne with 3 deep breaths. So empty out everything from the day leading up to this point. Maybe you shake out your arms, shake out your legs, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Inhale through your nose. Feel a pink light surround your heart space, opening your heart, cleansing your heart, reminding you of unconditional love. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale through your nose. So allowing yourself to be present. Exhale out the mouth. Let it go. Inhale through the nose. Hold it at the top. Allow yourself to be suspended in time and bring forward your inner child. The blast of belief and confidence and joy. Exhale out the mouth. Feeling present, feeling connected between you and I in this whole community. Gently blink open your eyes and come back to this podcast space, whether you are listening in your car, whether you are on a walk, whether you are drinking a cup of tea, whether you are watching on YouTube, no matter what way you are receiving this, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, let's dive in. We are connected. We have the protection and guidance of spirit, and it's really important to talk about these 5 keys of true, consistent confidence. And before I get into the 5 keys, I really want to set the stage for what this all means. So let's talk about the difference between true confidence and fake confidence, because that really sets the stage for these 5 keys. There's 2 things that set the stage for these 5 keys before we can talk about the 5 keys. First things first, it's all about true, consistent confidence, right? Remember, Maya Angelou said, courage is the most important virtue, because without courage, we cannot practice any of the other ones consistently, right? So what I really believe in, it for myself, for my clients, for literally anything that's going to help us make a better world, is it can't be a one and done. It's got to be consistent. It's got to be integrated. It's got to be embodied. It's got to go from I want to I am, or I do to I am, right? I was just having this conversation leading breathwork today inside my membership about language, and people were planting their new moon seeds for the new moon in Pisces. And there was language like, I want, I intend, I'm trying. And I was like, whoa, hold up. We got to make it I am. Otherwise, there's a consistent separation between you and the thing you desire. So you're automatically manifesting you not having it, because you're speaking like it's separate from you. You know what I'm saying with that? You know what I'm saying? So true, consistent confidence. True, consistent confidence. Let's talk about what true confidence is. All right. It's not fake it till you make it. People say this all the time. They're like, fake it till you make it, fake it till you make it, fake it till you make it. I'm like, do not fake it till you make it. Have the courage and the audacity to become world-class at what you do. Then you never have to fake it. Confidence is not fake it till you make it. That's what we got to get straight right off the gate. What is confidence? Confidence is belief and trust, and acting in accordance with that belief and trust, and just being the real big, bold you, and trusting and knowing and going and acting on it. All right. Here's the other thing about true confidence. And now I'm in my mental projector. You know, I'm as I'm speaking, I'm like, is this going to be called true confidence or true consistent confidence? We shall see. 5 keys to true confidence. Like, confidence is an inner game. It has nothing to do with external circumstance. Let me say that again. Confidence is an inner game, and it's totally separate from external circumstance. Confidence is an internal circumstance, it's an internal temperature setting for your life, for your being, for your embodiment, for the way you live, for who you be. Like, you are confident. And because of that, it doesn't matter what the circumstances are, you're confident. Okay. So now we've got that. We have the two just like bedrock things. We have the definition of confidence, of true confidence, right? It's belief and trust in yourself. And it's not fake it till you make it. And it's an inner game that's totally separate from an external circumstance. Here's the thing about everything I teach, everything I believe in, everything that I live, everything that has ever created amazing things for me, and not amazing things, honestly, is your inner game is what is reflected in your outer life. Everything in your life is the result of your inner game. Everything in your life is a result of your inner world, your inner work. As above, so below, right? So this is what confidence is. Confidence is a piece of the inner game. So let's talk about these 5 keys to true confidence. This is something that so many people struggle with. And honestly, like, I don't know if I ever super struggled with confidence before. I think I'm the most confident I've ever been in my whole life. I don't know if it was ever a massive struggle for me. It's just something that I finally tuned again and again and again and again and again and again and again. There were more sneaky embedded, self-confidence things that came up for me throughout my journey. I will say that the reason this is coming through so strong is because I just notice it in my clients, and there have been some things happening in my life lately that I noticed started to shake my confidence. And I was like, you got to sit down and remember who the fuck you are, girl. Like, I had someone make a post about me online, like trashing me, like totally trashing me and saying like how horrible I was. And this was a result of them being triggered by me standing in my power. And I don't love the word trigger. I'm going to rephrase that. This was them being activated by me standing in my power and holding my value, and then going to the cheap seats on the internet where, people will say and do the most horrible things on the internet that they wouldn't say to anyone in person. Or maybe they would, I don't know. But that happened, and it was really interesting. I felt really neutral about it for a while. And then, my monkey mind came in the show, and I was like, is this shaking your confidence? And I've been moving through a lot of initiations in my move and transition. And it's like, is your confidence getting shaken right now? I've just been in this relationship with confidence, and it hasn't been like, confidence hasn't been a historical struggle for me at all. Like, I'm a Leo. I'm a Leo, and I shine big, I shine bold, I shine bright. I love life. I'm so grateful to do what I get to do. I love having fun. I love helping people make their dreams. I love growth. I love expansion. I love reaching potential. And I've always been that way. I've always been that way. Like, I've had people tell me, like, people from like high school or middle school or like undergrad, I'll talk to them like years later, and they'll be like, do you remember you said this to me one time and it changed my life? And I'm like, I literally have no recollection of that, but that sounds like something I would say. And I'm so glad, like, and I say all of this with a humble spirit of like, this is part of who I am. This is part of my soul blueprint, and it's something that I think that I witness a lot of people struggle with is confidence. So my deepest intention with this episode is for you to use these 5 keys to unlock your confidence. And it doesn't matter what's happening in your external circumstance. It doesn't matter literally anything. Like, you can access your confidence literally no matter what. Okay. So let's dive into these, shall we? So the first key to true confidence, true consistent confidence is, and before I get into, I have one more thing coming through before I get into the 5 keys. Thank you for bearing with me. I want to say this very, very, very clearly and very directly. The most dangerous thing to your dreams is for someone to shake your confidence. The most dangerous thing for your dreams and a better world that we believe in is for someone to shake your mindset, is for someone to get in there and it's that psychological warfare, honestly, where it's like, this is why who you surround yourself with matters so much. Because, like, especially if it's family, that's really going to activate your nervous system. And so you're going to perceive that you're literally unsafe and go into a life or death nervous system response. The most dangerous thing is conditional belief and mindset in your dreams, in yourself. Confidence is a belief in yourself. And the most dangerous thing is not the economy. The most dangerous thing is not, what strategy you're gonna use. The most dangerous thing is not even what's going on the globe. The most dangerous thing is you allowing your confidence to be shaken. You allowing your mindset to be shaken, you allowing your belief to be shaken. Because it's like, once you start questioning it, once you start doubting it, you're like, wait, who am I? What do I believe in? Can I have it? Is this dream even real? Like, all of that is way, 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 way more dangerous to your ability to create than anything else. So it might seem like a very, very simple episode, and it is a very simple episode. It's like going back to the basics. Like, a lot of what I do in my work and with my clients is we go back to the basics, but we go back and we access them in different ways. Like, I have my channeled unique frameworks that work. I have astrology, I have breath work, I have my modality where I've fused it all together. Like, it's really going back to the ancient codes, and confidence is a code. It's a code of mindset and heart set. Confidence is a mindset and heart set. And the most dangerous thing to a creator, to an innovator, is to allow your mindset and your heart set to be shaken, to allow your confidence to be shaken. The most dangerous thing is not the economy, is not global events, is not what strategy. It's anything that rocks your belief and your confidence and your mindset must go. Like, for real. And I really get into the idea of, like, people wasting their willpower when I talk about confidence, because, and I promise I'm going to get to the 5 keys. People waste their willpower, and this shows up a lot in community. And I was really reflecting on this when I got attacked online over the weekend, and I was like, if I had stayed in that community of that, like, small-minded thinking and all of that, if I had allowed myself to fester in that and not left those communities of people, there's no way I would be living and doing and being what I am today. There's absolutely no way, because you truly are the sum total of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And a lot of people waste their willpower just staying stagnant, just treading water. And it's like, a lot of the reason why you're not confident could be the people that you're around. It really could be. And so, this really taught me a lot, and it's really given me an opportunity to share on the topic of confidence, because I was, what it did, what's like wild. And by the way, like, I don't dislike this person or these people. It just was a gross expression of people choosing to talk shit and gossip rather than take responsibility for their own life and their own healing. And people that are making true change on the world don't use their effort and their time to talk shit about others. They're too busy making dreams. They're too busy confidently moving forward, right? And so this idea of true confidence, it's like the most dangerous thing to your confidence is having your belief and your mindset be shaken and having it be conditional. So all of that is just a preface before we get into these 5 keys of true confidence. So it really was that experience was really a barometer and a test for me, where I was like, it actually gave me more confidence, which is wild, because I was like, yeah, this is what leaders talk about. This is what people talk about when they're leading. They're like, you can expect this. And I'm like, oh, wow, it happened. I didn't die. And I can expect, like, this is just part of it. And what's also part of it? All the people that believe, all the people that hop on the bandwagon just because they are so lit on fire for, growth and spiritual expansion and unconditional love and truly creating and true deep responsibility and true radical change, just like you. So there are those people out there, and I have those amazing people. And if you're listening to this podcast, I'm assuming one of them might be you. So let's turn the keys, shall we? We set the stage. Now let's turn the keys. 5 keys to true, consistent confidence. Okay, first thing, confidence is your belief in your ability to figure things out no matter what. All right. Confidence doesn't mean you have all the answers. It means I believe in my ability to figure things out no matter what. Okay. So the way that you can access this key is create an evidence list. Create an evidence list of all the times in your life you figured things out, no matter what. Maybe some of the hardest times in your life. How did you figure things out? How did you create a solution? How did you move through it? And then before you know it, you have this huge long list and you're like, wow, I do believe in me. I do believe in me. Confidence is not like, I know everything. Confidence is, I believe in my ability to make shit happen no matter what. Like, come hell or high water, I believe in me. Come heaven, I believe in me. Come hell, I believe in me. Come a mundane day, I believe in me. Although I don't know if there's anything as a mundane day. Every day's a gift. Confidence is not having all the answers. A lot of people said to me when I was moving, they're like, you got a lot of balls. And I'm like, yeah, I do. Also, I've seen way too much from myself to not believe in me, to not bet on me, to not go for the dream. I actually risk more by not going for it. Failure is not the problem, okay? It's true regret and true lack of confidence doesn't happen from failure. It happens when you don't go for things at all. And you just have all these dreams and desires just living inside you that you never act on. Like, I believe with every bone in my body, that's where disease comes from. I believe that's where cancer comes from. I believe, like, if you think about the word dis-ease, it's like disease. There's a dis-ease. There's a discord of ease. The flow of life force that you're meant to live is trying to pulse through you. And every time you don't act, you kink your own hose of greatness. That's why people are so sick, for real. So this first key of true confidence is just your ability, your belief in your ability to figure things out no matter what. And you can turn this key and access it by creating an evidence list. Okay, the second key to true confidence is self-love and self-respect. So a lot of people do not have confidence in themselves, which is also self-trust, because they don't respect themselves and they don't love themselves. And it's not like staring at yourself in the mirror and being like, I love you, I love you. It's deep, deep, deep self-love. And you can go back to my podcast episode. I did a Friday Fire episode called How to Love Yourself, because I just noticed that people talk about it a lot, but nobody ever actually says like, hey, how do you actually do that? Self-love and self-respect. You've got to do the inner work. You've got to do the inner coherence, and you've got to be your greatest inner cheerleader. Like, for a very, very long time, I reached a level of excellence in my career as a musician through literally hating myself, through berating myself, through so much addiction, through so much self-abuse. And it's honestly scary how far I got through that lens. But there was a moment where everything in my life as a musician changed. And it's when I started meditating. And I started meditating because I wanted to gain command of my mind, because I wanted to win auditions. But guess what? I discovered self-love on accident through meditation. I discovered self-love on accident through meditation. You know, I had a certain level of self-respect because I showed up for certain things, but it wasn't consistent. It wasn't consistent across my life. It was like, I show up to practice, I show up for workouts, you know, I work, 3 jobs for $9 an hour and sleep like 4 hours a night just so I can pay rent and go to grad school and buy food. Thank God I didn't have credit cards then. That would have been not good. But the way that I allowed myself to be treated by men, zero self-love, zero self-respect. The way that I poisoned myself daily with alcohol and drugs, zero self-love, zero self-respect. And so I had confidence in some ways, but it wasn't true confidence. Because here's the thing that happened when I actually started loving myself and I actually started respecting myself. I won an audition. I won a global, world-class, 1 in 5 people in the world got this job audition because I loved myself. Because I remember walking out on that stage and being like, I just want to share my gifts with the world. I just want to share my gifts. And I had the confidence because not only had I put in the work and put in the time, and I had mastery, which we'll get to that, but there was no inner discord. There was no inner conflict because I truly loved me and I truly respected me. And so the key to true confidence is like, do you love yourself and do you respect yourself? Not through mantras, not through what you say, not through words in a journal, but like how you're living. Do you break your own boundaries? Do you say things and not do them? It's about integrity and love within you. That's how you're going to feel confident. Okay? And your inner cheerleader. Like the way I speak to myself, like I love me. I literally have inside jokes with myself, that I say to myself when I'm alone at home, and I dance and sing by myself, and I'm just in a place in my life where, yes, I have friends, yes, I have lovers, yes, I date. I am my own greatest love, though. And it's like, there's nothing that can fuel your confidence in any part of life than that self-love and that self-respect, right? Okay. Third, so how do you turn this key? You do the inner work, you do the inner healing, you clean up any inner dissonance within you, which this is something I do with all of my clients. This is literally the game of growth and creation. So if you want support with that, book a session, apply for mentorship. Okay. The third key to true confidence is trusting yourself, right? So challenges come up. A lot of people, when challenge happens, they start to doubt, and then their confidence goes down. Okay. So a key to true confidence is challenge is a revered obstacle given to you from your creator. Okay. And doubt is just a signal to learn, level up, and get support. Doubt is a signal to learn, level up, and get support. Challenge is holy. Challenge is part of the game of life. Okay. And if you're going to be truly confident, you have this relationship with challenge. Like, confidence is not built when things are easy. It's not. Confidence is built when things are hard. And you're like, I believe in me. I believe in me. I scale mountains. I do, like, confidence is belief. Confidence is belief. And so challenge is an obstacle source gave to you because you can handle it. And that comes back to the first key is I believe in my ability to figure things out no matter what. No matter what. No matter if a pandemic happens. No matter if things don't go the way you thought they would go in certain parts of your love life or certain parts of your business or anything. It's like, it's a revered obstacle from your creator. And here's the thing is doubt is a signal. Doubt is a signal to learn, level up, and get support. Doubt is not a reason to quit. Like, doubt just means you get to learn. There's something you don't know yet. Okay, so learn, level up, get support. Learn, level up, get support. Okay, the fourth key to true confidence is not how, it's now. Not how, it's now. So a lot of people delay. A lot of people distract. A lot of people dilute. And it's like every time you delay something, you are stopping the flow of life and you are breaking your own confidence because you're avoiding. And so then you're like, oh man, I'm someone who avoids. And then you lose your confidence and you see how this all plays into one another. And so what I want to share with you today is not now, or not how now, not how, it's now. So I am a coach and a guide that really believes in the how-to steps. Like, my signature program is called 3D Moves. It's called the How to Hold Your Why, right? And I go through 8 key 3D moves that are required of you to anchor your vision for your dream, for part of a better world. And here's the thing, no one would ever get the how-to steps in that program if they didn't decide, hey, it's now. Now's the time to sign up. Okay. A lot of people get stuck in the how. They're like, but how, but how, but how, but how, but how? I'm like, do not worry about how. Choose now. Do something. Do anything. Do the wrong thing, my love. You will learn more. It will be revealed to you as you rip off the Band-Aid, as you move forward, as you take action, right? So a key to confidence is you just do stuff now. You're like, what can I do now? What's the next correct thing? You're not sitting here thinking about, oh, how do I do it? And like over ruminating on all of that. It's like you're going to figure out how by acting now. You're going to figure out how by acting now. So this is a true key to confidence, and in that it's real. You're in the game. You're taking action. You're taking action and you're figuring it out along the way. So the way to unlock this key of true confidence for yourself is stop with the how and go now. Do it now. Whatever you're thinking about as I'm sharing this, go do it now. Do it now, and you will gain very, very valuable information by doing it now. By doing it now. Like, you will actually get the specific how when you act now. So that's a key. Like, people chip away at their confidence when they delay. People chip away at their confidence when they distract, when they we've got to delete the distraction, delete the drama, delete the delay, delete the delusion, and just rip it off. Rip off the Band-Aid. It's not now, or I keep messing up this thing because they rhyme. It's not how, it's now. It's not how, it's now. It's not how, it's now. Just do it now, then you'll get the how. And yes, I'm singing for you today. Because why not? Because why not? Because why not? Oh, life gets to be fun. Learning gets to be fun. I believe with every bone in my body that people would have way more fun and be way happier if they just focused on learning. I think humans are designed to learn and grow. I know it's science, and it's the core of the human spirit. It's experiential data from stories of history and science. So the fifth key to true confidence, is mastery. This is one that I alluded to earlier, but it's like mastery. If you are not good at it, you're not going to be confident. And I would go as far as to say you shouldn't be confident if you're not good at it. Okay. I talk about this a lot, but it's like people have equated being worthy of something with being good at it. And that's just not the case. That's just not the case. Okay. That would be like if someone showed up to their first piano lesson ever and they're like, I'm worthy of being a concert pianist. And then they expect to be able to play like a Rachmaninoff concerto with an orchestra like in a week. And it's like, nah, you gotta master the skill. You gotta master the technique. Technique determines artistry. And here's one story from my journey I want to share about mastery. And this has to do with the major audition I won. Okay. So all of the auditions leading up to that point, I took over 40 auditions before I ever advanced or won. And when I advanced, I also won. It was like from 0 to 100. It was a quantum leap. Okay. And it was the same time of my life where I had just left the man I thought I would marry, and I was literally sleeping on my friend's couch because I had no home. And I was just like preparing for this audition, and I gave that audition my all. Like, I went into that audition, I was like, it doesn't matter what excerpt they ask me. And an excerpt, by the way, is just a little chunk of music that they ask you. You stand behind a screen, they don't know who you are, you fly from, wherever you live to where the audition is, and you get like 30-second snippets. You get like these 30-second shots to prove how good you are and all of that. So anyways, I went to that audition and I was like, it doesn't matter what they ask me. I know I can play this well. I've mastered this. Like I've done so many reps. Like you cannot convince me that I can't play this. Like I can play this up and down. I can play this backwards and forwards. Like one of my teachers used to say, you need to be able to play this falling out of a plane. And I could play it all falling out of a plane. I knew I was locked in. However, my auditions from the previous like 10 years, I would say that a lot of them, I did not have full mastery of the whole list. It would be like half this list, I can play backwards and forwards. This other half, the list is like the list of pieces that you must prepare. It's like usually between 20 and I would say 40 pieces. There would always be like half the list or a handful of things on the list that I'd be like, oh, hope they don't ask that one. Oh, fuck. Like, hope they don't ask for that. And it's because I hadn't put in the work to master that one. I hadn't put in the full work. I had half-assed it on those ones. And I'll be the first one to say it. I had. But this audition, it was like a combination of everything in these keys to confidence. It was like I believed in my ability to figure things out no matter what. I was prepping for this major audition, going through a major breakup with no home. Okay. Self-love and self-respect. I was meditating. I was following through on everything. I was sober, like all of that. You know, the challenge was a sacred obstacle. I had so many doubts. I learned, I leveled up, I got support. I had a coach. I had a therapist. Okay. I had a coach, a therapist, and a healer. I still have all that, but it's not how it's now. I didn't delay. Okay. And then mastery, I had actually mastered it all. So that was the true confidence. The true confidence comes from mastery. And this is why I don't believe in imposter syndrome. I believe imposter syndrome is just a sign that you haven't mastered your craft, that you are unwilling to be seen being a beginner, or it's just straight up fear. But I don't believe in imposter syndrome. And this is the final key of true confidence, is because the way you can turn this key is true mastery. And now there's things in my life, in my business that, you know, I've really mastered, right? Like I can show up and lead a breathwork journey without any preparation because it just lives within me. Like I don't even have a playlist a lot of the time. I just have like, the breathwork part of my Spotify. And then I just let spirit guide me and let myself guide me for like, okay, what song is it right now? Like, what's the mood right now? And I don't like pre-plan a playlist really anymore. And I just love that. That's called mastery though. That wasn't me leading my first breathwork journey like that. My first breathwork journey was nice, but like the sound didn't work. It was clunky, all of this stuff. It's just so, the last key to true consistent confidence is mastery. Mastering your craft. Okay. So I hope this episode served you. This was really fun. This really just came to me, and I really hope it unlocks your confidence. You have 5 very specific keys now. I imagine them as golden keys, like an old key you might have to like a door in a castle in Europe. Like I'm just thinking like in Edinburgh in Scotland, like all those beautiful castles, like Hogwarts vibes. These are the 5 keys to true confidence. Okay, first, confidence is your belief in your ability to figure things out no matter what. Okay. Second thing is self-love and self-respect. through the inner work and inner transformation. The third key, doubt is a signal to learn, level up, and grow. Challenge is a sacred obstacle. Okay, the fourth key, drop how, go now. It's not how, it's now. And then the fifth key is mastery. Mastering your craft, being good at what you do. Okay, excellence. Those are the 5 keys to true confidence. True confidence, not fake it till you make it. And has nothing to do with the external circumstance. It's literally you, which is the most empowering, amazing thing ever. So these are the 5 keys. I would love to hear from you. Which key resonates with you the most? Tag me in your Instagram stories. Please, if you haven't written a review of the podcast yet, take 30 seconds to write a review. It really means a lot to me and it helps the podcast so much. If you want to work with me, there are a couple ways you can do so. So you can join my membership, New Earth Temple. This is where we meet every new moon and full moon, and we co-create and manifest and heal and learn with the moon. So it is astrology and breathwork and community and my invented modality of the fusion of all of it. So the link to that is in the show notes. Join us for Eclipse Season 2024. If you are seeking a high-level one-on-one support, if you're seeking a mentor, if you're seeking someone who can hold you high as you believe in yourself, as you build dreams, as you heal, as you learn, as you grow in every single part of your life, whether you have a business or not, whether you want to call in a partner or not, whether you want to just find your happy, discover your dream, like all of this stuff, the mentorship I offer is limitless. It's limitless mentorship. Because the thing about the spiritual path is how you do one thing is how you do everything. So it's all connected. If this is you, there's 2 things you can do. You can book a one-on-one session with me if you've never worked with me before and you want to experience what that is. Okay. That's a 90-minute limitless activation. The link is in the show notes. If you are like, no, Adrienne, I know you're the mentor for me. I'm so committed. I've already decided I'm going to live my potential and I'm just seeking that next level. I'm seeking that next layer. Like I want to blast off in 2024. I want to be unrecognizable by fall 2024, by New Year's 2025. Then one-on-one mentorship is for you. So go to the link in the show notes and apply. I am accepting 3 new clients, and if this is you, snag a spot. That's what I've got for you all today. Go out there, make it an amazing day. Go be the change, be the light. Make a stranger smile because it charges the whole field and can change the whole world. Don't forget how amazing you are, and take these 5 keys and turn them and run with them to ignite your confidence. And if you want me as your mentor and your guide, you know what to do. All the links to that is in the show notes. It is my greatest joy, my greatest honor, my greatest destiny to help you live your destiny and live your dreams. So I love you so much. I believe in you. I believe in a better world. And I will see you next time on A Better World with Adrienne.